We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll do it live.
Yes, man. Let's jump right into it. Milo Yiannopoulos, former Yeezy chief of staff, spoke out on Kanye West's current state, and it's shocking. Talks about addiction and exploitation. Hey, man, sad to see. We've covered Kanye from his ups and downs throughout the last 2 3 years, and we've been to all these phases, and now it seems like maybe it's a call for help. Maybe it's a warning sign by Milo by posting these tweets. Let's talk about it, RJ.
Yes. A lot of people were that's always the story with Ye, right? So at one people try to understand them, especially fans. You want to understand them, and then you accept certain things, and then you try to make excuses for him, and then you reach a point where you say, "Nah, this isn't for me." That's one group. The other group can evolve with Ye, with the new Ye, accept the new Ye, and they can continue. And so Milo was there, then he wasn't there, now he's there again. But Milo, we know he can change from one day to the next, as long as God is there. In any
Oh
case,
no,
before we
you're
proceed,
crazy for that one.
before we proceed,
I
let's
don't
rate it.
endorse that one. Yo, that's crazy. Oh man.
Rate the show by pressing the like button, follow us on our socials, and subscribe on the YouTube to the YouTube channel.
Yes. Let's show the banner. Milo exposes crazy situation of Kanye West. Is Kanye West addicted to laughing gas or nitrous, as it's called? And did his own dentist feed him into this just for profit? Milo Yiannopoulos, Kanye's former chief of staff, just dropped a crazy claim that probably will either get him permanently banned by Yeezy fans or might raise questions and maybe concerns about the situation of Kanye. We're talking about serious allegations of dangerous drug use dependencies to accusations of exploitation by trusted professionals. Let's talk about this, man. So let's first of all share part of the tweets that he posted on the 7th of August. So Milo decided to post not only bunch of tweets but also an affidavit which he sent in to the dentist association in California and also the FBI, according to him. So one of the tweets he says the following: "It was my job to protect Ye from the bad guys since he is all heart, and to be quite honest, just doesn't and can't see them coming. I was paid well for doing it. I don't deserve any awards, especially since I should have seen the dentist coming and stopped him sooner, as I did with so many others. Having said that, there's no doubt in my mind that had I not intervened, Ye would have been Michael Jackson in May this year. I accept that my friendship with Ye is probably over forever now, but my conscience is clean now." He also said at the end of the tweets, "I love you, Chief. I always will. I hope you come back to us. And I have to move on with my life now. It is with your power to cut out, it is within your power to cut out the cancer, sir. Please do it. God bless you forever." And also he shared this picture here where it says they're trying to delete Kanye. Ye has been supplied illegal nitrous oxide supplied him by licensed California dentist named Thomas Colony. This has left Ye in a state of apparent brain damage that, according to supposed remarks from Eric Q, the current Yeezy chief of staff, is permanent. Thomas has managed to extort Ye for money, convinced Ye to live with him, and drugged Ye into barely conscious state in order to further extort him. This has been allowed by Eric, who has threatened Ye fan pages against spreading this story. This has been confirmed by Ye on fan pages, who were threatened by Eric Huey and the former Yeezy head of staff, Milo Yiannopoulos. While you may be wary of these accusations due to Milo's infamous political opinions, he has gone out of his way to swear this information is true under oath. Reaching out to Ye directly to stop this is impossible, and it's appeared that Eric is running Ye's social media. To help, please share this information around as much as possible. Man, crazy situation right here, man. Sad, to be honest. RJ.
Yeah, it's very sad. What we always say here is that Ye is a very talented person, but he seems to only want yes people around him, yes men and yes women.
Yes, man. Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't know if this is the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Because Milo can be doing it for clout as well. We never know exactly what happened. We don't know all the specifics, but I think Ye doesn't have the right people around him because when someone opposes him or challenges him, he seems to push them away. That leads to people either liking him or disliking him. So he's a very polarizing person.
Figure.
Some people would call him bipolarizing. I think
Nice one. Nice one. Nice one.
I think Milo, um, if this is true, then I think it's a cause for concern. I think Ye should seek help, seek people who love him, who want the best for him. And sometimes the people who want the best for you will tell you, hey, don't do this. Because if you don't have the people around you that will look out for you and say what you need to hear instead of what you want to hear, you will, before you know it, be surrounded by people who are only there to take from you. And at the end of the day, will leave you all dried out. And as soon as you have nothing else, they're gone. They're not there anymore.
Well, they can be gone after you passed away as well. We've seen that with MJ, where the doctor was giving him, let's say, I don't know what product he was giving him, but it was to basically, they were drugging him to sleep. And that overdose resulted in him not being here anymore. Hey, man, it's crazy. Milo also shared the affidavit of him swearing statement of what happened. In addition to that, he also posted a audio version of this, and I'm gonna play a short part of this. And this is just to give you an idea of what this is. Fair use, just a small part.
I if you're it's only to read, or am I supposed to hear something?
You're supposed to hear something, but I guess you're not hearing anything.
No.
Is that correct?
That's correct.
That's correct. Okay.
Which voice do you
let's
want?
take-
Being duly sworn. Which
Well, that's
Stevie-
exactly how it sounds, but this is crazy. Give me a second. Give me a second again. Man. This is crazy, man. What the heck? Let's try that again. Let's try this again. Oh, I see. I see. This is quite interesting. It shows as if it's still sharing. Can you and can you hear this now?
I'm 39 years of age and I reside.
Yes.
Okay. So let me share this again. Fair use.
Solving mysteries and fixing problems where others have failed. I've served congressmen, senators, billionaires, and most recently megastars in the role of chief operating officer or chief of staff, tasked with solving mysteries and fixing problems where others have failed. Between 2022 and 2024, I worked for the rapper, fashion designer, and entrepreneur Ye, formerly known as Kanye West. I resigned from his company, Easy LLC, in May 2024 on a matter unrelated to this complaint, at which time I held the position of Chief of Staff. I was the most senior employee in the company, with duties analogous to a combined Chief Executive Officer and Chief Operating Officer. Prior to my work with Ye, by charging them for 9. Connelly's sudden move into the patient's apartment building at the patient's own expense, so as to, quote, better keep an eye on him, end quote, and his subsequent lies about the source of the funds for the move. 10. Text messages which appear to show Connelly inquiring about the possibility of paying a third party to commit violence against the author of this affidavit when he failed to secure a $200,000 per month consultancy arrangement. 11. Testimony from Connelly's business partner that he has defrauded dozens of his athlete and celebrity client base by charging them for natural stone diamond orthodontics, but in reality using cheap lab-grown diamonds, allegedly for as much as a 15,000% price difference.
So this is a quite extensive
Testimony.
testimony of the situation and how everything happened. And I don't know how many pages it is because he also posted the PDF version of it. Let me see if I can open the PDF version. How many pages are we talking about right here? It's opening on my side. Let's take a look real quick. Boom, we're talking about 22 pages of extensive explanation of what happened. So to sum it up, this is what Milo is alleging about this whole situation. He claims to have seen the darker side of Kanye's world, and alleges that Dr. Connelly charged over $50,000 a month to supply Kanye with the guests, despite the rapper's declining mental state. And we have seen Ye acting a bit weird lately in interviews, but that's neither here nor there. Maybe he was on something, who knows. These claims are backed by reports of Ye stuff, according to him, who has noticed Ye's erratic behavior and near constant use of the inhaler mask, which has the nitrous. The first accusation that Kanye is addicted to nitrous oxide, a substance that can induce euphoria, but also has dangerous side effects with prolonged use. Milo claims that this addiction has worsened Kanye's mental health, leading to symptoms that mirror those of his bipolar disorder, including mood swings, paranoia, and violent outbursts. So that's basically an increase on we've seen him in the past as well. He also alleges that against Dr. Connelly and asserts that the dentist not only knew about Kanye's vulnerabilities but also exploited them by continuously supplying the gas even after Kanye's behavior became erratic and concerning. Like we just played, he moved into Kanye's apartment to keep an eye on him, but this is truly out of concern. But whether this is truly out of concern, that's the great question. Hey man, do you think, RJ, what do you think about this allegation? What do you think about this whole situation? It's a crazy story. It's a crazy story, and we can talk about this actually an hour, but we're gonna keep it short. So
Yeah, I think for the first time we're hearing information from a very close source, someone that was very close to the situation, someone that can talk a lot because of because of the position he had, and he's also testifying. So it's not hearsay. It's what he encountered, apparently, what he um, experienced during that period. So it is very deep information, very credible information too, I believe. Can we expect a change in Ye? I don't think so. At the end of the day, he needs to want it. Can we expect people who like him to dislike him? I doubt it. Can we will people who currently dislike him like him? I doubt it as well. At the end of the day, I believe nothing will change. This is just like information. But at the end of the day, unfortunately, Ye will do Ye. His fans will continue to love him, and his enemies or haters will continue to hate him. And that's the way it's gonna be.
That's one last thing before we close this session. I'm gonna close it out with this. What Milo says in his tweets. There is a reason Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, is no longer capable of successfully releasing music or clothing. In fact, there are several reasons, but the most serious and most recent is his dentist, Thomas Connelly. Connelly got Ye hooked to nitrous, laughing gas. It is my belief that Connelly saw to diminish Ye's mental faculties so that Connolly and his business associates could extract millions of dollars from him. Earlier this year, I uncovered a fraud and intervened. Ye, hooked on nitrous, blew up our relationship on purpose by proposing something you'd know I would have to he knew I would have to resign over because I had told him so. The resurrection of a long-time fantasy of him of making corn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is seems like a genuine concern from Milo's side, even though he resigned over this whole thing. Maybe it's cloud chasing. Maybe it's a cry for help for Ye because maybe he cannot cry for himself because he's surrounded by yes men and maybe vultures. Um, and let's see, man. Let's hope this doesn't end, and we look back at this moment and say, "Damn." Um, I hope I had, or we hope we had listened to Milo these warnings about where Ye was heading.
Yeah.
Let's hope Kanye is not a totally lost cause, man. Would be a shame because I mean, all these ideas he had showing up at these interviews, his podcast these last 2 years, had a great vision about how the world should work and how he would improve or change architecture, clothing, and all this stuff. And it would be a shame that these thoughts are wandered away by addiction and diminishing, let's call it, brain faculties.
Yeah. What they
Guys,
always
let
say
us
is
know.
what they always
No,
say is
no.
just my final thought. What they always say is when you get money, that money doesn't change you, it only makes you more of what you already are. So if you have some demons that you haven't dealt with, the bigger you become, the more money you have, the more demons you will need to battle. The more intense, so the intenser, the more intense the battles will become. And Yeezy or Ye is he's in a different dimension. That's why I can imagine what he's dealing with is in a different dimension as well. And I can imagine having no family around him consistently. Everyone want to hate on him, judge him, etc. You know, it will only drive him more. So I really hope that he sees that hey, there's another way, and I have the power to choose to change the course of my life.
Yeah, man. And they dropped the vultures too as well. Well, to be honest, that album was a dud. So maybe Milo was right. He can't make
Yeah,
music
I
anymore.
didn't listen to it. I didn't listen to it.
It's a dud, man. I
Yeah,
don't know. It's not.
shame.
It's. First of all, Vulture two was good, but it wasn't like is older stuff, but this one doesn't even have a. They mixed it in a way that also I ask myself who's mixing this album, but yeah, it doesn't have really great bangers on it. I mean, he has a look like a seven, a couple of sevens, but not an 8 or a 9 on it. So, but yeah, um, yeah, man, that's it, guys. Let us know in the comments what you think about this whole situation. Do you think that Kanye is in danger with the vultures around him? Is this a phase, another phase of Ye, a nitrous phase of Ye? Can he get out of it? Or will we see, unfortunately, hopefully not, the end of Ye? Let us know in the comments, man. I mean, we like to talk and get to hear people's stories and how they think about the situation. Let us know in the comments, RJ.
Yeah, guys, let us know in the comments. And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for more updates on different stories where we discuss trending topics and try to explore uncommon lessons from commonplace situations. As usual, we want to thank you for watching, and let's keep the conversation going in the next segment.
Yes, sir. Next segment, as we always do at this time, the Reddit story. RJ has a great Reddit story for us today. Let's see what he is going to tell us. This is basically the stories we cover, and we give some advice, some life advice. Are we life coaches? Let us know in the comments. I don't know. Do you want
If-
to pay for life advice? Maybe. Just let us know. Are we on point with our advice? And
yes.
do you
Let us
think,
know. Did we F up
yeah,
your life? Don't let us know.
don't let us Hey, RJ, you have the floor, man. Take it away.
Yeah. Thanks. So in today's, or at least in today's Reddit segment, we're gonna talk about difficulty. In the black community, there's the term called the black tax. The black tax. Do you know what it is?
I've heard of it. I've never experienced it myself, but
Well, the black taxes. Well, there are two black taxes, right? The first black taxes, which I'm referring to,
you
is
have to pay up the
the
cops. Oh no, that's another thing.
no. That's basically when you see athletes, black athletes or whoever, black people, they achieve greatness, they get a good job, get good
Millions of
income.
dollars.
Yes, and then their family, because they came out of the gutter, they hustled, and the family who pushed and helped the kid and did everything possible to put the kid in the right situation so the kid can get the money, will
And they
now
keep holding
require
on. They don't let go.
the they require and expect the kid to pay back. So compared to someone who doesn't come from such a background, that person can just get the money and build his life, so build forward and invest in his future family. While the black tax means that it's in the black community, you need to, not of course not everyone, but it's just a term that's being used in the black community, that you have to turn around and give the money to help the previous generation instead of the future generation.
Yeah.
Well,
Got bums.
this doesn't have to do with the black tax as such,
Okay. Okay.
directly, but it does have to do with the question whether or not you should finance your parent, not in a black tax context, but in a different one. And I think it's a pretty interesting one, right? So, am I wrong for refusing to finance my parents because they help my siblings and never me? That's the full title. I'm 30. I'm a man of 30, the oldest of five, and my siblings are 28, 27, 25, and 23, 23 respectively. Our parents were always generous with giving money when asked for it, except when it was me. I was told I should learn to work hard. I was told I didn't need the new video game or toy. I was told earning money was the only way I'd ever have money, and I hadn't earned money from them. But my siblings, they could get whatever they wanted. When I first graduated college, I ended up struggling financially because where I went to work, the cost of apartments were so high. LA or New York? Let us know. I asked my parents if they could help, and they said no. I ended up in a shelter for a few weeks and then rented a dump of an apartment with a friend who found himself in the same situation. They not only helped my siblings through college, which they didn't do for me, but they gave each of them lump sums after they graduated to help them get started in life.
Oh shit.
They, they also helped them out when asked over the years, during the Uncle Vit years, especially during the during 2020 to 2022. They didn't offer any money to help toward mine and my wife's wedding. We didn't ask either. But it stood out more when my sister, at 28 years of age, got engaged and our parents had mentioned money for all the weddings. Again, it was all except for mine. Only now, this has all caught up with them, and they are in a very tight spot with money. They're asking me for money too. They told me they need so mine and my wife's, help. And we should do it because of how great they have been. They never say no to any of us. I told them they never helped me with ish, that they prefer to see me homeless rather than help me out. They argued back that it never happened and I could have asked if things were that bad. I showed them screenshots of text where I brought up the topic after asking them verbally. My parents dismissed it and then told me they're still my parents and I'm the most settled and I
They're
could
guilt.
afford to help them.
I'm trying to guilt them.
I admitted that I could, but I didn't feel they had earned it. My parents are calling me spiteful and are saying I should help my parents rather than see them lose everything. I told them to ask the kids who they helped. My siblings were also pissed and said no. My siblings were also pissed and said my siblings were also pissed. I said no. They told me, they told my mom and dad, they told me, mom and dad don't deserve my pettiness. Am I wrong here? Am I the a-hole?
Mm. I have a question. Did the others already gave some money?
I don't know if they gave money, but at least he's saying that he has. I'm guessing that they either did and it wasn't enough, because the reason why I'm saying it is I read somewhere. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Only now this has all caught up with them and they are in a very tight spot with money. They're asking me for money too. So I'm guessing
So
they went
already
to the
gave.
rest,
Yeah.
but they're like, hey, he's the millionaire of the family.
Bunch of
Come,
bums.
come, my
They
child.
ask bunch of bums the money and they don't have money. So this is how I look at it. We're talking here about someone who's been through the fire, and the reason why he's been through the fire is because the parents didn't hand him anything. He had to fight, crawl his way out of the gutter. It's through his parents that made him how he is, going through walls to proceed and become better than everyone else. They help your siblings and made them vaginas, softies. They don't have the perseverance of a guy like you, and now they come back to you. The only way to do it, I understand why he's pissed at them. I understand that he wants to be petty because they didn't give you anything. You had to crawl from the gutter, literally. because he was in the gutter and they didn't help him a finger. And now they try to guilt him into saying you showed him the evidence, the receipts, and now they try to spin it again. This is like they're like politicians. So all of a sudden,
Yeah.
I'll say this: give him a donation, tell him to screw off. Because at the end of the day, they helped you being who you are. Even though they didn't give you anything, it helped you to be who you are today. The money getter, the millionaire of the family. Give him $1,500 and tell him, don't call me back. Call the others. I see you're shaking no, so I think you disagree with me. RJ will rather have them in squalor with bellies round from white bellies. We're talking about white bellies as round as a balloon with only air. That's how RJ is gonna say, leave them out there in huts and in tents. White bellies. I want to see that one. Let's put that on the picture. Let's put that on the ads. White bellies as round as a football or soccer ball, how you want to call it. That would look crazy, by the way. I can say something, but I'm not gonna say it. RJ,
I don't agree with you in the sense that I don't think he has a responsibility to do anything. They chose to have a kid. He didn't choose to be in this world. So I wouldn't even give them $1. You need to train, I'm the last person that's against tough upbringing. But you need to always be sure or be mindful of what you're creating. You let this dude live in a shelter.
Oh, you talking about the parents right now?
The parents.
They made a monster. They made a monster.
They created someone. They created a monster that's like probably a go-getter, go get his money, and knows how to survive. It's been lost, didn't have anything, so he probably values everything he has, but it clearly feels that he wasn't loved. And now all the other kids got something. The reason why the other kids can't do anything was because you only did it with him and not the rest. I believe, KaiR, that if the parents have
their money away.
if the parents had treated everyone, every single one of them the same, and I have to say there's like some exceptions because 2 of them are women, 2 of them are men. At least treat the men the same way. Then at least the guy would see, oh, this is the way they wanted to bring up. They decided to do the upbringing, wanted to create tough children. But when you're treating one child one way and 4 other children a completely different way, that's just you're basically creating a monster. And now to guilt trip, how dare you guilt trip? Because it was your responsibility to make sure that he could stand up on his 2 feet. That's their responsibility. I can completely I understand why he feels the way he feels. It's a tough decision to make. I can understand what you're saying as well. So I'm not saying that, just to be clear, I'm not saying that he shouldn't pay something, but whatever he pays, KaiR, we both know that it's not gonna be enough. We both know.
That's why you gotta give him the 500 to tell him to F off.
Either you do or you don't. What
do you think is more disrespect? What do you think is more disrespect? No money or $500?
Let me put it like this.
You know how disrespectful it is? You give someone who expects 10,000 from you 500 and tell him to F off. It's like giving him $2. to the man panhandling on the streets, trying to get you
No.
to give him $10.
I don't think it has anything to do with respect or disrespect. I would tell them, parents, you've told me to toughen up. I thank you. You've created a soldier. Now allow me to
Make
give
you
you my tough love back. Allow me to reciprocate my tough love. That's what he's doing. He
I
wouldn't be
understand your
doing
point.
anything. He wouldn't be doing anything that the parents didn't do to him. Because why was it okay for them to say no? You need to stand up on your 2 feet. And now when it's the other way around, then we're using different rules. So you need
I
to
think
it always needs to be balanced. And I think if they treated every child like this, it would have been different. And especially if you communicate, no, I'm not going to do it. This is the reason why. You can do it. You can do it.
you
That's
can
not
do
the
the
way it
lamp
happened.
yourself. You
Yeah,
can do your
but yeah,
lamp
but
yourself.
but that's not the way they did it. They told
Yeah,
him,
you
no,
did
we're
it.
not gonna pay. We're not gonna pay for you. And then here you paid for a wedding, you paid for their schools, you paid for every time the kids wanted money. Probably, let's be honest, probably it's
Maybe
probably
this.
it's probably the 4 kids that the other reason, the 4 other kids that are the reason why
Yeah,
the parents don't have anything right now.
that's why I think as well. That's one the one say. I understand your point, and I don't disagree with you. One thing I do know is that definitely don't give them the amount they want in full, because I don't think it's gonna help them. That's probably the irresponsible spending habits they had with the other kids that got them in this situation first. Um, and yeah, I mean, you gotta be responsible. You gotta tell them, hey man, I live on a budget. My money is out in another country. I can reach it. I can
Yeah,
reach it. It's over. It's over. I don't have it. You see the car I'm driving? It's a hoopty. I can do anything with it. I don't have the
hoopty
money.
doopty doo, Scoopy dee poop, hoopty scoopy dee poop.
Hey, you gotta do it yourself. You gotta do. I don't have the money. I live on a budget. You might see me in a large house, but no, I don't have it. I don't have it. It's out there. It's out there. I can't reach
Yeah.
it.
All right. So before we finish up, I'm gonna just go through some comments. Miss Tang Celeste says you're not wrong for wanting to set boundaries, especially if you feel like the financial support isn't being given fairly. It's understandable to be frustrated if you're consistently left out while your siblings get help. You have every right to stand up for yourself and prioritize your own needs. Maybe have a candid conversation with your parents about how their actions are affecting you and your willingness to support. I agree with almost everything, Miss Tang. When someone is in the lowest level of Maslow's pyramid, the last thing they want to hear right now, they want to do is have a convenient conversation where you express your feeling. They needs to eat.
Ribs are touching.
And
The
I
ribs
see
are touching.
Dependent Waltz 8236 agrees with me to a certain extent, saying a candid conversation with them is a waste of time after everything. I have made many attempts to speak. Let me see. Oh, this is the guy himself. I've made many attempts to speak to them about the disparity in treatment between my siblings and me. They only hear what they want when it comes up, like how they conveniently forgot about me asking for money. Um, let me see. Some people say, yeah, you can finance money with contract or finance with contract. Like, make them pay a loan. So give the money through a loan. Last one. Pick a good one. You're not wrong. Your parents made you responsible for making your own way in life. They should practice what they preach.
Shoosh.
They
Shots
should
fired.
practice what they preach.
Correct.
That's the way it's supposed to be. Why should
Amen.
you put yourself and your wife financially at risk? As that is what you will do if you say yes, as the requests for help may never end. Time for them to downsize and live within their means. Guys, let us know in the comments section whether you agree or disagree. KR, can I finalize this segment to move to the next one? Or
Yeah,
do you want to take some?
it all being said, I think it's best not to fully help him. I don't think that's help him. You gotta give him a pep
Help
talk.
him? Don't help him at all. Leave him. No.
Give him a pep talk. You can do it. You can out of the gutter like I did. I have your genes. If I can do it, you can do
If
it.
a
I was
bum like
built out
me
of
can do
you.
it. Yeah. Oh man.
Well,
Hey guys, let us
anyway.
know. Don't forget to let us know your opinion of the situation in the comments. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell. We'll move on to the next segment. KR, what can you tell me about the
Yeah.
next segment?
Yeah, man. Next segment is a crazy story from Houston. We're talking about the situation of the surrogacy escrow company, SEAM, which is surrogacy escrow account management, which is owned by Dominic Side. According to the situation, she might have misappropriated part of those funds to fund a unsuccessful rapper career. RJ,
Yeah. Hey, before we proceed, guys, remember to rate the show by pressing the like button. Don't forget to follow us on our other socials, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and hit that notification bell.
yes. I'll play the announcement of the situation real quick. I'm gonna play the audio. I'm not gonna show the share the video because of course it's it's CNBC. So fair use. Let's take a listen.
Yeah, Lisa and Keith, these intended parents from across the U.S. say they've lost tens of thousands of dollars. Their surrogates are not getting paid, and they can't get any information about where the money went. Tonight, Houston police tell us the FBI has taken over an investigation as that new lawsuit claims the money may have been misappropriated for years to fund other business ventures and a lavish lifestyle. From Whitefish, Montana to Asbury Park, New Jersey.
We would really like to hear answers.
Just give us back the money. Just tell us where it is.
My brother in Christ, the money is not there anymore, my man. I don't think she can give you anything back, but yeah, let's continue.
There are growing calls for transparency from Houston-based Surrogacy Escrow Account Management LLC, or SEAM, and its owner, Dominique Side.
It's super emotional, yeah, because we don't know how we can move forward to have our own child at this point.
Ryan Woods found out at 16 she wouldn't be able to carry a child. In her 30s, she froze her eggs, and last November put $62,000 in an escrow account with SEAM, the money to pay for a surrogate. But her surrogate stopped getting paid this month after getting this email from Side about significant issues with the Capital One bank account.
Since then, we have not heard anything.
It's incredibly evil. It's despicable. It's disgusting.
Michael Rodriguez and his husband are dealing with the same problem for their second child through surrogacy using SEAM.
And they did everything correctly. And here comes a coward and takes the money and doesn't explain herself.
Houston attorney Lori Hood filed this lawsuit just days ago on behalf of a third alleged victim, claiming fraud and breach of contract, alleging SEAM and Side defrauded clients by luring them into a fiduciary relationship in order to steal their escrow funds. No one has been able to reach Side.
The website has been scrubbed for contact information and everything else. I personally and persons that we have hired to find this woman cannot find her.
That's crazy. Hey man, imagine the joy of expecting a child after years of struggling with infertility, which we talked about as well the previous show on Monday. Now imagine you've put the funds together. You have 50,000 and you saved especially for this situation. And then you trust someone with that 50,000 to make it possible to fund this situation, to make sure you have the person who's gonna bring the child in this world can be paid for her part in this story. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. The allegations go beyond what you can imagine. So, Seam has lured families into their services, promising to manage their escrow funds securely, only to allege misappropriate millions. We're talking about 2.2 million throughout the years. 2.2. People are trying to recover those funds, man. They entrusted them with, as the audio already said, they cannot find this person. And I can show you her face. Let me go up. This is the lady we are talking about, Dominique Side. Let me share my screen. So this is the lady we are talking about. Dominique Side. This is a picture as she was attending vegan fashion show at the Vegan Fashion Show Week in California. Yeah, man, this is tough on the families. I mean, she used allegedly these funds to fund luxury vacations, designer clothing, as the banner already says down below, her rap career, 2.2 million down the drain.
Her rap
People's
career? Does she have a rap career? Is she a rapper?
Well, she has songs out there.
Yeah.
She's paying for studio time. She's paying for there is a let's call it, there is a video clip out there of her spitting.
Everybody
Well,
say
she's spitting.
OPM, OPM.
OPM. Yeah, it's other people's money right here,
Other
man. It's
people's
crazy.
money. Wow.
RJ.
You know, the surrogacy is a very sensitive topic. And people are basically paying because they want a child. They want to feel the experience of being a parent. And for you to take the money and do whatever you want with it, allegedly, because she hasn't been convicted yet, right? Or there isn't a judgment against her yet. But
They need to find her first, but okay.
But to me, it's mind-boggling to continuously cover business owners, entrepreneurs, managers, directors, people who are entrusted with very important things, to just take the what they get and just do whatever they want with it. And so I find it a bit of a scary thought every time I think about having to, you need to deposit your pension somewhere, or you need to pay a bank somewhere, or you have like certain benefits here, etc. You never know what can happen with these people, with these banks, with these institutions, and you can lose everything. And in this case, if you're telling me 2 dozen families, it's almost 30 families, 2.2 million, I think you said, in value, then I mean, these people are heartless, and they should she's heartless, and she should be put under the jail.
Yeah. I mean, this of course this will hurt the families the most, because their goals are now, I mean, it's sad because they probably won't have the funds to recover, or they won't have the funds to get to their goal, which is having a kid. Even if they put her under the jail, it won't solve the problem, which is the money she spent on these vacations. And this is the biggest problem with scammers, right? scammers, I think scammers destroy people's life sometimes even more than people that do other types of crimes. Because sometimes people build towards something. Let's say, for example, you've worked all your life. You've saved up when you're 50. Now you decide to buy something. So you've built on all that time to reach this goal. At your 50, you don't have the energy or the time to rebuild anything. So whatever you get scammed off at that time, it's gone.
Yeah. Yeah. And sometimes you have like a money, like you get a lump sum. For example, these athletes, right? They get a lump sum, they put the money somewhere, and then their financial advisor uses the money for his own benefits.
Yeah.
Misplaces money. And that's like a one-time lump sum thing. So, the person might have set 20 million on the side to do whatever project investment when he's done training, when he's done playing professionally. He doesn't need to reach 40. He'll be done probably around 30, 28, 30. On average, I think even younger. But okay, let's say 28.
Yeah.
He's not going to be, unless it's like a talent that can continue playing, your average Joe, your average NBA player will not continue playing. The chances of him getting another opportunity where he'll be paid millions per year is slim to none. And so it's very, 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 like you said, I do think, and you know what makes it tough, KR? What makes it tough, KR, is that if you know you don't have money, you know you don't have money. But if you
Yeah.
think you have money, you move like you have money, but you don't have the money. And
You
afterwards, you might think, if I had known that I didn't have the money, I would have moved differently. I wouldn't have bought this house. I wouldn't have paid for these trips. I wouldn't have, spent all this money on women or on toys that's not, that I don't really need. But hey, it's too late then. Might need to start a rap career.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. I hope they get this person and they get the appropriate sentence for this, because I mean these parents are, what supposed to be parents, or maybe they are parents. I don't know. This is the thing, right? You put the money in the escrow to start paying the surrogate, and this happens. It's tough. It's tough. Do you end the relationship at that moment, but the person who's pregnant is still pregnant? It's a tough situation. I hope these parents get the right help, the right support in the situation, and the person is convicted if found guilty of this situation, and gets the correct amount of time in the penitentiary. Because yeah, we live in a time, guys, we live in a time where um people want to live the Instagram life. They want to have the nice watches, the nice the name brand bags. They want to do the Tulum trips. They want to go to the most exotic places to impress friends. Guess what? Those friends won't help you when you get locked up. So be sure, um, these people just want to live life fast, knowing that at a certain point it will end, and they have nothing to lose. Some way somehow, her mom decided to defend her for this despicable act. I mean, what are we doing around here? She said, my daughter has a conscience, and she denied the allegations around her. What are we doing, man? You're the CEO of the company, and all of a sudden, all the money is gone. Guess who's responsible? Guess who's responsible? I mean, this is what um and the crazy part is she funded this company. So the question is, when did she decide to start doing this? People are lost, man. People are
Yeah.
really lost. I really hope this family these families can get help, because this is crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, let us know in the comments what you think about this whole situation. Crazy. Do you know someone who maybe have been affected by this story? Let us know in the comments. I mean, is there a way to solve this for these families? Are there out of the box ideas to bring justice to this person? Maybe try to find her or whatever. I don't think she's arrested yet. So anyway, yeah, guys, let us know in the comments. RJ.
Yeah, let us know in the comments, guys, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more updates on different stories where we discuss trending topics and try to explore uncommon lessons from commonplace situations. Thanks for watching, and let's keep the conversation going in this next segment.
Yes, sir. Let's close out the show. Then, as we always do, we have a short thoughts where we discuss commonplace situations and trending topics on which we give a short response. We do this twice a week. On Wednesday, you usually get a full 30 minutes, and now you get a shorter version of that. The first topic of today will be the infamous or the greatest rapper from Florida in the last
Florida,
5 years.
Pitbull?
Kodak Black. The kids look up to Kodak. They don't know Pitbull. They don't know Ricky
Florida.
Rose. They know, or Florida. They look at Kodak and think he's that dude. Let's take a look. Kodak was, let me change the Kodak Black stops by a youth football team in Florida and basically tries to put them on game. Let's hear what the game is. Fair use.
Say no to drugs, they too good. Y'all gonna like it, you gonna crazy. This right here, this shit teach y'all discipline and all that good shit. You feel me? Like, you gotta go to school, play football, gotta have your education, oh man, this is what you learn. Team and brotherhood and all that. You know what team means together, everyone achieve all that good shit, you feel me? So we lit. Ain't no one of y'all own my for how raw y'all live. Ain't no one bigger than the team.
Oh yeah.
So y'all Brick City, ain't none of y'all bigger than Brick City.
Yeah, RJ, I told him about you, RJ.
Lamar Jackson. Lamar.
Yeah, RJ.
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, RJ.
40 from Ricky Kodak.
Did you hear the beginning though?
It's school, right? He said
I'll-
something about school. The
I'll
team.
replay.
So
Just
everybody.
listen. No. You started listening
okay.
to team. You gotta listen before team. From the
Okay.
beginning.
Okay.
First few sentences.
Okay.
Hear ye. Open up the ears.
Got it.
Hear ye.
Got it.
I'm gonna play it.
Just play it.
Say no to drugs, they too good. Y'all gonna like it, you gonna crazy.
Say no to drug. Again.
Okay, let's play that again.
Say no to drugs, they too good. Y'all gonna like it, you gonna crazy.
Say no, did this dude say no to drugs? They too good.
Y'all gonna like him and go crazy on him. This is crazy, yo. He gave a good speech, but some way, somehow, he managed to give a great. I mean, it started good. Say no to drugs. Everyone is saying that. maybe it's too real. You'll like him because most of the time people start liking drugs and go crazy on him. Is he too real for these kids?
You know what I do think, KR? I do think that I don't know what. First of all, I didn't know Kodak Black was from Miami, to be honest, or Florida. I always thought.
Florida.
I don't know why. I always thought he was. Well, I know why. I always thought he was from Chicago. I know why I thought he was from Chicago, but
He's actually born in Pompano Beach.
okay. So, but what I wanted to say is that sometimes a speech works. Let's say certain speeches or won't be effective in certain situations. So, a person who's I don't know what the lifestyle of these kids are, but if these are, for example, kids who are were born in the suburbs, live in the suburbs, have everything, don't have anyone around them that are either using or dealing, then I would say the speech is weird. But if that's not the case and they're from a bad neighborhood and
The
they have
hood. Yep.
uncles uncles, fathers, or other family members that are either dealers, users, maybe tricks. Their mom might be tricking. You never know, and then such a message will hit because it's like a
Yep.
different message. You need to. What I want that message to my imaginary kid. Hell no, but that's because my kids hopefully will be born in the suburbs. I mean, that's why I'm working hard for, right? I'm working hard to give
Yep.
kids a better position, a better opportunity in their lives. So
Yep.
yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, I do agree with you on that. Definitely, the message is always important. Whatever how you formulate it is very important to who your audience is. Like you said, these kids probably know people that are users, abusers. They see them maybe daily. Who knows? And this will make maybe the link to give him then that game, right? If you use it, you will like it and go crazy, and they will think about it. Oh, my uncle or the neighbor is using that. That dude is walking every day with his ass out in the streets. Yeah, he's going crazy. Maybe I shouldn't do it. I mean, this is the thing. What I do agree with you on this. So, a very good speech, even though I thought it was a funny sentence. Only wanted to point out that Kodak Black is he gets for this speech our stamp of approval.
Yes.
In this situation. Let's go to the next one.
Thank God he didn't start
I know.
talking.
Look at his face. Look at RJ's face. He didn't like that one. One bit. I knew he didn't like it. Oh man.
Thank God he didn't.
You want to say something?
I said I want to say thank God he didn't start singing his song. The step, slide, slide.
Slide.
Thank God he didn't. I
Yo,
forgot how
that
it,
song
how it
is.
goes.
Let
When I heard it, I didn't think. If I didn't listen to the lyrics, I would think, oh, this is like a dance song, a happy song.
It sounds like a happy song, right? It's one of the funniest song, the most playful song I know. It's like it's called Kodak Black and it's called Spin. I cannot play it, but I can sing it for you. Let me see.
Yeah.
It's of course it's gonna take a while because it's playing this ad. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Walk, 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 walk. Spin, 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 spin. On the blocks. Spin, block, walk. He said he's sliding on the ups and got people running from their own block. Well, it sounds like a Tootsie Slide kind of song.
Mhm.
One of the most fun songs out there. I'll say this. It has how many views? Only 40 million views. This maybe we need to put some drive behind that song again, man. It's a fun song, but don't play it with kids around, please. Don't do that. Don't do that. They'll think they'll Drake in 20 years. Let's go to the next. Let's go to the next one. They think they can slide on ops while they're living in the suburbs.
You're right.
Stevie showing Jesse Jackson some love, man. It's great to see. It's great to see. It's great to see legends together, meeting and showing each other love throughout the years, man. So this is one of the videos I came across on the internet. Legendary Stevie Wonder. We all know him. He's not. He cannot see clearly.
You can't see at all, right?
I don't
Well,
know.
I
I don't
hope
know.
for
Allegedly, it's a blur, but I don't know. Maybe he can see. I've seen him sit at the first row, courtside at basketball games. I don't know any blind people who will sit at courtside and blow money like that. Maybe he really has it. Maybe he really has it. Just to hear beep, skip, 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 skip.
No, man.
That's
You
the only
like
thing he
no,
hears.
man. You do hear. I mean, I do think that you can experience the energy there. So I don't.
Okay, maybe he does, but he can't see the dunks, etc. But I guess anyway, let's take a look at these great men, Jesse Jackson and Stevie Wonder, meeting each other. Shout out to both of them, legendary men. Oh man, give me a second. Give me a second. Let me put this on mute. Totally forgot it has. As you can see here, maybe they didn't tell they didn't tell Stevie who's on the chair because he's trying to do something. I don't know what he's trying to do. Let's take a look. Fair use. Jess is looking at him like, dude, what the heck are you doing? My man, what the heck are you doing? Let's take a look again.
Come on.
He's saluting the guy.
Come on.
Hey man, shout out to him, but let's start. Crazy situation. Crazy situation. Oh man.
Can you
Bless his
imagine?
heart. Bless his heart. People, I think to be honest,
To
this
end
is the
your
thing.
to end your legendary career like that, Jesse Jackson. The people will know you more for the
This new generation. They only see this. They won't see him
only
with
the older
MLK.
generation will be like, yeah, this is but the new generation will be like, nah, this is
Yeah, the comments are also very crazy, man.
yeah.
Someone said, let me share my screen again. Someone said the following. Mark B. Let me share my screen. Let me zoom in a little bit more. How did Stevie know where to kiss Jesse? Shaking my head. I also seen a picture of a lady showing Stevie a phone. Shaking my head. Yeah, he was. Lord, somebody lying. Like I said, maybe it's a blur. It's not clear that he can see anything. It's crazy. It's crazy. They should have protected. I don't know who the handlers are, but they definitely fail in this situation. Do you agree?
To be honest,
Fire the handlers. Fire the handlers.
This doesn't. I think that no one's gonna get fired. I don't think anyone should get fired. Maybe Jesse would want Stevie to get checked to see whether or not the blindness is real or not. Because I bet you that's what he's thinking right now. At least at the moment, he was probably thinking, can the rumors be true? Are the rumors true? Or is dude really blind? Because if he's blind, he's blind. Things like this can happen. This can happen. Hey.
Hey man.
Usually you feel first and then you go. Yeah, you need to feel first to see where you are in space and time. So
yeah, you need to make sure whether you're on point or not. And maybe next time give a hand, man. Don't try to to
Yeah, Jess is like, I don't want to be.
like I said, that's how I started this. Did they tell him who was in the chair? Because he's trying to kiss a person.
I don't
Amen.
know.
Sad situation. I hope we don't forget the legacy of these two men, and this is the thing that's remembered. Great man, great musician, great politician, or let's say someone who can inspire people. RJ, anything else to say about the situation? Yo, this guy Ruth Rada goes out the show at this.
I really hate you.
Yo, you can see you guys know. I've known this guy for quite a while, and he's looking at this situation like, dude, are you crazy? What are you doing?
Oh man.
Oh,
It is what it
man.
is, man. Hey, let's close today's show. As usual, we do this by telling you, first and foremost, thanking you for tuning in. Remember to rate the show by pressing the like button. Follow us on our other socials. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit that notification bell. And as always, comment, but do so in a civilized way. We'll see each other in the next one. Till next time. Peace.
Peace.